groups in this class, and I made the groups based on their language and language skills. So the 9 kids with second language skills, they can learn different things, and the Finnish-speaking children are helping them right now, as you can see. Yes. Mia, autatko siellä?
I'm actually doing my teaching practice. I'm a student. I'm a teacher student. This is my last practice. But I'm actually observing, and then I will want to teach myself next week, and Elina will be observing my teaching.
Okay.
And I of course I'm with children whenever they need help, or whenever Elina asks me to do anything, I'll do. So this is my task here.
What are you usually doing when you need to have some children? So it's like someone is too tired or a little bit too excited.
We have been taught at the university to take any kind of exercises. For example, now we have in Finland a lot of physical exercises during the classes. So, for example, you can go somewhere and make some maths, and then after that come and do something here, or
climbing.
Yes, climbing and jumping and running, and then go to the next point and make some more maths and so.
Odota, minä annan ohjeen sinulle. Ja toivon, että sillä aikaa, kun tässä käydään laittamassa pisarat lokeroon, niin minä saisin näitä vihkon jakaa. Eli tarvitset sinä. Nyt te olisi Jasminin, Lilian.
Okay.
And it's also, we can also actually do dancing or anything, or music, or anything which is different from what we usually do, not just studying and making the exercises in the books.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job. I think I have always wanted to be a teacher, but I wanted to do something else first. So I studied humanities and, for example, Hungarian studies, yes, and also studied a little bit in Debrecen. But I majored in Finnish literature. And then, actually, I was in Debrecen when I realized that I don't want to do this. I want to study these things, but I don't want to do this my whole life. And then I found a way to become a teacher. Sitten Milja, aloitatko tuolta reunasta taas tällä tavalla? Aloitat vaan jakamaan. Ja sitten kenelle tulee useampi, niin tulee useampi. Samoin.
Miten molemmat sanoo tai sanoo?
Jos molemmat sanoo yhtä aikaa, niin sitten te voitte vaihtaa kortit. Eiks niin? Just ne päällimmäiset. Jos molemmat yhtä aikaa sanoo.
Jasmin, kato.
Tänne vaan. Kenellä on jo yksi kortti?
As a teacher, I think the most important thing is to understand the children, to make them feel safe so that they can enjoy the day and they can tell you if they are tired or if they can't do something, because that's the only way that everyone will learn.
One curriculum stays about
10 years, okay.
So this is the 3rd year.
And it's more about the values and more about the background, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have 7 of those, and there's like thinking skills, of course, and then there's media and culture and
media and culture.
Entrepreneurship.
So we don't teach them to make business here, but we're raising the skills that they can do stuff like that.
Like these entrepreneurial skills.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, in Estonia they also do this, and I realize my daughter comes home and okay, let's do a project. This language she speaks, and I want to be a producer. The other day she said so, and this is also in the curriculum. It's like a principle that you need to incorporate.
And it's also that you can actually fail and then you can try again.
Okay.
It's very important in business.
Oh, yeah.
So that you can have
exactly.
this courage to think of something and try it out. And if it doesn't go like it should be, so you can just think of something else and try again.
I'm very good at teaching failure. Oh, when I sent the paper of your work, I had a huge, really stupid mistake in the paper, and so I had to tell the kids that when you take this home and just tell your parents that I didn't have enough coffee that day.
Okay.
They are learning from me all the time.
So even you don't have to be perfect.
Oh, no. And they can correct me all the time.
Okay.
I'm not the center of this classroom.
Okay, yellow is starting. You start. And not orange.
Otetaan sen ensin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keltainen, oranssi, punainen, punainen, vihreä, violetti, vihreä, punainen, vihreä, violetti, vihreä, punainen.
Green. Yellow.
Hyvä. Lilja, hienosti meni. Se yritit tehdä kahtakin asiaa yhtä aikaa. Tosi hyvin. Sitten taas voi ottaa uudet, eikö niin?
I also realized that they call you on your first name.
Yes.
So they don't say Mrs., Mr.
No.
In the Finnish language, you also have the formal language and the informal, right?
We don't use that formal language
Oh.
actually when we speak. I can sit on the floor with them and play and just like you saw. Onnistuuko lukeminen? Onko vaikeaa? Joo.
Ei ole vaikea.
No, mutta sinua autetaan. Kuka auttaa sinua? 9 of the kids.
How you handle children who are a little bit slower, the skills are not so bright and has difficulties, maybe some disabilities. On the other hand, how you handle the very talented children who are much faster than the others?
They are in the same classroom. I can differentiate with the material, of course, and then I can choose who are doing these tasks with whom and stuff like that. But also, of course, I have this really thought background here, so I can always think that this one needs something like this and the other one only, for example, learns 3 flowers today and that's all.
Is the Finnish system open for like this inclusion that even disabled children
Yes.
can come, like wheelchairs or with autism or with
Yes.
learning difficulties?
But we also have small groups for those kids who cannot be in this
Okay.
class. I have 23 children, and nowadays it's a big group because we have to have noise. Onko se 15? Joo. Mikä? Blue. Hyvä.
Red. Green. Hey, do you want to come outside?
When I was a kid, it was usual to have like 35, maybe 30 children.
30.
Yes, but this 23 is a big class now. I couldn't interact with them if I had more.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I have to, and they have to feel that I notice them every day.
Okay, and what about the very talented students? At times in some countries they don't have to take the same years, they can jump like 2 years in the education. They go to the university at the age of 13.
That's not usual in Finland. It's
Oh.
not forbidden, but it's not usual. I think it's because they are still children and they are allowed to have this kind of communication with on their own age. They can have more responsibilities and they can maybe learn things in English or other languages if they have those. And
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They say that in Finland it's extremely hard to get to a university to be a teacher because it's the same way respected as in other countries, the lawyers or the IT guys. Did you feel that it was hard to get access to a university?
I think it is, and there are many people applying for this.
Yeah.
But we're not that respected. We don't see it on our paycheck. Yes.
So you okay, because that's the other myth about Finland, that the Finnish teachers are the same well paid as the high profile lawyers or IT guys in other countries. You don't think so?
Yes, but of course we consider ourselves as an educated country, so there's some kind of maybe misunderstanding somehow. Are we respected or do we know nothing? And many people just think that school is something that it was in the 80s or even before that, so they have no clue what's happening here nowadays.
Niityillä elää uhanalaisia
hyvä.
Kasvi- ja eläinlajeja.
Well, the positive psychology and positive pedagogy is very high in Finland now, and also for example, in Lappeenranta, many teachers have been educated to be neuropsychiatric coaches. So not therapists, coaches. And we are not having ADHD coaching here, but it's something that it's in the atmosphere in the class.
Okay. Exactly, so that's why you have these tools, right?
This is for everyone. I don't want anyone to feel that they are not allowed to do this, or
it's not a special education tool.
And I want everyone to feel, girls too, that they have to do something for their physical education too. So it's not something that if you're not that good, you have to do this. Everyone does.
What are the challenges that you don't like in the current system and you would like to change?
As I said, it would be nice if the discussion about school would be a bit more open. Magazines and other media take some small detail and make big headlines about that, and then they might have an interview and ask about it for like 3 minutes, and there's a big background for that in the curriculum and everything, but people don't see it. So I want it to be more interactive, so people would see how we work here and what are we doing with the children, not to them.
Hei, 27 jaettuna yhdellä on yhtä suuri kuin 27. Voimmeko jakaa 27 kahdella? Ei. Mistä tiedät heti, että ei voi?
In Finland, the changes, the background of changes is always in scientific. We do know that it's better for everyone to be positive, and of course we have had so many and so high suicide rates in Finland, but I'm not sure how much this is connected. But nowadays we rely on positive psychology and positive pedagogy, and we reward when you're doing good things all the time. And that's something that I also do. I want to hug my students, and I want them to feel safe, and I want them to feel happy here. And there's this concept of pedagogical love, and it's not like loving your own child, but something that I have to feel for them. I don't always like them, but I have to love them, so I do my job as good as it's possible.
We spent here more than 2 hours and we didn't see any subject. I couldn't say which subject you taught here because it was mixed with mathematics, with biology. So you don't have subjects anymore?
We do have, but I can do what I want here. Of course, there's a system that says that so many hours per year I have to teach a specific subject. But in my class, I can see when they are too tired, or I can see that they know this already, or as they said, we want to do this more. So
Okay.
then we do it more. Yes.
So it's not divided like 45 minutes mathematics, then break,
No,
and
you
then...
can do it if you want. I'm not like that.
So which subjects we saw today? You started with biology, right? It was the flowers.
Yes, and well, math.
Mhm.
The game was math, of course, with number lines, and then the calendar it's calendar math actually. And,
Okay.
And then music.
Music,
Yes.
yeah.
Some of them were learning English. And then, what did I do? Finnish as a second language, of
Yeah.
course.
And for them is everything is just a game because we are from one playing to the other we are shifting.
I hope it didn't seem like too fast and too somehow broken.
No,
Because
no.
these are just small bits. Of
Yeah.
course, they are part of something larger.
Yeah.
For me, one of the most important things is equality.
Equality.
Yes, and it's not only between boys and girls or Finnish and foreign kids or something, but just to make them all equal here. And it doesn't mean that some kids are put down or we have to wait for someone. I see it that way, that I want all the children feel that they are welcome here. This is their place, not mine.
Okay.
Of course, I have to work here, but this is they are the center here,